Hey guys, Denny Marquez, designated broker of Home Pros Advantage and your go-to certified marketer, back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how to optimize your Google My Business for real estate. So let's get started. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to log into your Google My Business and you're going to go to the back end of it where it's going to show all of these little things that you can do, like edit profile, read reviews, photos, add an update, and stuff like that. What most agents don't do is after creating it, they just leave it as it is, hoping that they'll get engagement and stuff like that. But they have to add information in order for Google to realize that you're actually putting effort into this, and then they'll boost it higher and more people will see it, right? So here you can see that I've already added a few of my things. I've added a picture of myself. I've added some products here. I've added a link here to make appointments with me, and my bio and my profiles. So that's a little bit of what I'm going to teach you how to do today, just to optimize it and little by little start getting more attraction on it and so on. So the very first thing that I'm going to teach you how to do is add products. What a lot of people don't know is that agents can add products on here. So these are some that I've created so far. I've created 3 condos, homes, and townhouses. And the reason I'm able to do this is because I have the IDX link through KV Core, which allows me to add a link here. And when I click it, or when the consumer clicks it, it's going to take them to all of the houses right here. And this is the most updated information and everything because it's directly connected to the ARMLS. So to create these, the very first thing that you have to do is scroll up a little bit and go to edit products, and we're going to add a product. So like that, like that, like that. So that's what I have so far. Obviously we can add more with different specific stuff, like for example, let's say I want to focus on acre homes, so you can add a product specifically for acre homes. So you're going to add a product, you're going to add the name, so you can add like acre home. You're going to select the category. You can either create one, but I already created mine, which was properties for sale. The price, you don't have to add one, which we're not going to add because this link directs them to multiple properties. So you can just leave it empty. And then we're going to add a product description. So very quickly, it's totally optional too, but it gives them a little description of what type of properties they'll be looking for. And all of this can be done in ChatGPT. So for example, you ask ChatGPT, give me a small description for a product of single family homes that I can add on Google My Business. So it gave me this about single family homes. So let's do one of acre homes, acre plus with an acre. So give me explore beautiful situated homes on expansive 1+ acre lots, perfect for privacy, outdoor living, and room to grow. So something like that, something short. And you go back here, paste, and there you go. There's your product description. Now, it's asking for your product landing page. So for people with KV Core or those with access to the IDX, when you have your own IDX link, you can just link them back to your own website, and then you just customize what you want. So for example, look at this. You can customize it here, here, there. You have more options to edit it. We're going to do a minimum of 1 acre. And then we're going to see what it gives us. Apply filters. And so there you go. These are homes with more than 1 acre. Obviously the price ranges from most to least, but you can do least to most, whatever you think is going to fit your So like that, see? So, and all you do is once you create your search, you're going to copy this link. You're going to go back here, add your product landing page there, and then you're going to add your photo. So in our case, I created mine through Canva. So all you would do is you would add a page and then customize it. So for example, let's say we start from scratch, right? All you have to do is just customize it. So for example, let's say we want a picture of acre. Place background. Then we copy this. Again, you can customize it with the colors of your company or your colors. See, there you go. And all you have to do is share, download, pick your image, download. Then once it finishes downloading, you open up right there. Then you go to here, you select an image. And there you go. And all you have to do is publish. And you can add multiple products. So it does take a few minutes for it to appear. So don't be concerned if for any reason it doesn't show up right away. Google does have to see if it's appropriate and everything, but once it's accepted, it's going to show up right here with the rest of your products. So I think it's a great way to have that when people search up your Google My Business, they won't just see your name and your phone number. That's what a lot of agents tend to have. They just leave it as it is and without any products or updates or social media profiles. You want to make it as optimized as possible so people continuously go and see it and see that you are offering something that no other agent is. So now you have your products. So what another thing that you can add is bookings, which is essentially a link from another app that allows you to um, have customers set up a time with you. In this case, I use Calendly for this one as an example. You do get a free, it's free. Obviously, it's limited to a 30-minute, 30 minutes. So, but for example, let's say this is perfect. I already set it up. I already put my hours in which I work and what time they can book a time with me. So all you have to do is copy that link, go back to your Google My Business. In this case, I already have it, but if I didn't, it would just say add a link, paste it, save it. Obviously, a link to this domain already exists, but that's all you would do. Save it, and then it would add there, right there, and it would show something like this. So as you can see, it's a 30-minute booking with me. They pick a time, my hours that I'm available, Monday to Friday. They can set up a time to meet with me on Zoom. They also give you the option of doing it in person if you'd like, but I think it's just a great way for people to book a time with you, a consultation or something. So once it's saved, it would show up right here, appointmentscalendly.com, and there you go. So another thing that you can do is you can add updates. You can also add events. So if, for example, you're having an event for, or you're a sponsor for an event at a fair or something and you want people to know about it. So you can add an event. Here, event title, start date, time, and the image of the flyer and everything, event details. You can put like book, learn more, sign up, call now. So that's a great one. But again, you can also add updates. These are just like little information, kind of like social media where you post like an update. Obviously, you want to make it business oriented, but some ideas that that ChatGPT gave me was like listing updates, new listings, share details, photos, open houses. That could also be added on events. Market insights, local trends, post monthly or weekly updates, neighborhood spotlights, home tours, behind the scenes, quotes or videos from happy clients, frame home valuation offers. You can add like a landing page on there, tips for buyers and sellers, financing guidance, promote local businesses or events. So ChatGPT gives you a whole bunch of ideas that you could add on here. That all you would have to do is add the description, add an image, and maybe like a learn more, or no button at all. Just you just want to keep the community updated. So that's all you do. And all you would do is you could either preview it and then post it, or just simply post it right there. So another thing that you can do is if you go to edit profiles, it does give you the option to add your profiles right here. So here you can see that I already have my Facebook, my Instagram, and YouTube, but you can also add LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, and Twitter. So if you have all of these, you just go ahead, click this. It asks you for the web address, and all you have to do is copy your the link and then paste. So for example, let's see, if I have a LinkedIn. There you go. So right there, all you have to do is copy this, paste here, and you're all set. All you do is save, and it's added right there. Now, it does give you the option to edit a lot of these information, but beware, some of these specific information, if you do this, it'll be hard to, sometimes what Google does is it like freezes your account until it's verified, but sometimes that whole verification process takes a while, especially when it comes to changing your business name and your location. That takes a whole while to get it situated and everything. So what I recommend is when you begin creating your Google account, if you don't have one, is create and make your account or say that you work virtually and that you don't work in a specific office, because if for any reason you ever change offices, or if you move companies and you no longer work there, having to change that, it takes forever, and sometimes Google is a little slow to fix everything. So what I did is I made mine, I just picked areas in which I work here, so you can see that it's not a specific location but an area, like these are the areas that I work. So I just leave it at that so people know that these are the areas I work. Especially as agents, we don't necessarily work in a specific location, we're always moving around, we can meet anywhere with anyone and so on. So I recommend that, and I recommend not changing things such as your business name or your location unless you have you're verified and stuff like that, because they give you more access to people who work in Google, and it's much easier. But again, I don't recommend changing those things. But you can add things. So like we've already added our bookings, we've added products, we've added our social medias. So again, the social media will look here. Right here. Another easy thing that you can do is add photos. So these photos, I recommend they be professional. This is a Google My Business account, so it's not like your Facebook where you can add, or you can add, it's just this is meant to be professional. So for example, adding photos of your for sale sign and stuff like that, or more business oriented photos like just sold, or a picture of the home that you just sold and stuff like that, and not photos that don't relate to your business. You just want to make sure that this is as professional as possible, kind of like a LinkedIn. So, and the last thing, the most important thing that I'm going to show you that I think is highly beneficial is reviews. So once you click here, it's going to say give customers a link to review your business on Google. Reviews builds trust and helps your business profile stand out to customers. Like for example, have you ever looked at a restaurant and you're looking at the reviews? Because you want to see whether or not this restaurant is good place, it has good service, good food. If it doesn't, you're likely not to eat there. and find another place that has better reviews. Same thing here. People are looking for your reviews on your Google My Business. Like, does this person have reviews? Is this person trustworthy? Like, and so on. So it's really good to have reviews. And a couple ways that you can do that is you can have this QR code, save this QR code, and you can put this on your business cards. I think that's a great way to get reviews. Like after a closing and everything, you get on your business card. Like if you don't mind scanning this QR code and reviewing it, much appreciated. You can put this on your Facebook social media when it gives you the option of putting links. Same thing for Instagram. You can put it there. You can put it on your Linktree. If you guys have Linktree, you put that on there, like review me and stuff like that. And you can put this in so many places, and what it does essentially is it leads them directly to write a review. So it pops them up to this. See? Posting publicly, share details of your own experience at this place, add photos, so they can add photos too, and it'll show up up here too, like right here. So, and that's a great way to like for example, if they take a picture of themselves happy at their new home and stuff like that. So they give you a review, add a photo if they want, and then they post it, and then it's gonna show on your Google My Business. So again, I recommend using this link specifically because it directs them specifically to the review. Sometimes when you just send them the link to your Google My Business, it takes more time for them to have like, oh, where do I write it and how do it just takes more effort when there doesn't need to be that much effort put into these things. You just send them this link, you can email it to them. Right here, it sends them to this link, post a review to your profile. You can create a nice message to them, like ask ChatGPT. If you write, I just closed on a property, create a nice text message to the clients requesting a Google My Business review. So let's see what it gives us. Hi, client's name. Congratulations again on your new home. It was a pleasure helping you on the journey. When you have a moment, I truly appreciate it if you could leave a quick review about your experience. It helps my business grow and helps others find trusted agents. Here's a link. Thank you so much. So just a quick message like that, you send it to them like, hey, blah, 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 right there, and then they write a review, and then it boosts your Google My Business and makes it more likely that you show up on top of the other agents that have a Google My Business profile, because there's thousands and thousands of Google My Business reviews, and you want to make sure that you stand out of there. So yeah. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to learn how to do this, my agents, if you want to learn how to do this, give me a call. We can set up a time to do this in person. And if you guys want a video on how to create a Google My Business, leave a comment below and I'll make sure to create a video for you guys. Danae Marquez, Designated Broker of Home Price Advantage, and we'll see you next time.